In this video, I'm going to share with you the truth about your social media strategy, especially if you're in real estate. Hey everybody, Katie Lance here, founder and CEO of Katie Lance Consulting, the Get Social Smart Academy, and author of the book, Get Social Smart. And today I'm going to share with you 3 big truths when it comes to social media for real estate. By the way, if you're watching this over on YouTube, hit that subscribe button and the bell button so you get notified when we have new videos that come out each and every week. Truth number 1, it's not all about you. Now, we know this, we've heard this time and time again, but have you ever been scrolling through Facebook or Instagram or LinkedIn or any social media platform, and maybe you're friends with a lot of realtors and it's just all about them. It's all about their listings, it's all about their open houses, it's all about getting new leads, and not just in real estate, but we see this from a lot of people who are trying to use social media for business. So remember that it is not all about you. Now, don't get me wrong, you can still talk about business on social media, especially if you have a Facebook business page or you're active using LinkedIn or you're using an Instagram business account. Absolutely, you should talk about business. But also remember that social media is social. So you've got to spend some time interacting with people. I always like to say focus 5. And focus 5 is simply, who are 5 people you could connect with each and every day on social media? As you scroll through your feed every morning and you're drinking your cup of coffee, are there 5 people that you could not just like, don't be a drive-by liker, but take a few minutes to like, comment, interact with them, and remember, it's not all about you. Truth number 2, social media is a marathon, not a sprint. It's a marathon, not a sprint. So often I'll be talking to agents and brokers and they're like, Katie, I've been doing video. Katie, I'm on Instagram. And like, nothing's happening. And a lot of times I'll look at their feed and what I usually will see is like 1 post on Monday, 2 on Tuesday, nothing for a week, 3 on Saturday, nothing for a few days. So a lot of times there's that lack of consistency. But a lot of times what's also missing is original content. Original content. So often I'll go to an agent or broker's Facebook business page and let me tell you what I see. I see their listings, their open houses. I see maybe a link to an article in the news. But so often, you know what's missing is this. Getting on camera, getting on video. Because so many of us, we have this fear of video. We're not trying to do it, so we don't do it. But that original content, getting on camera and sharing information that's valuable, not just today, but valuable 3, 6, 12 months from now is extremely valuable. We're seeing a lot of folks who are doing weekly shows, kind of like what you're seeing right here. For example, someone in our academy, Eddie Campos. Eddie Campos does something called Coffee with Eddie, where each and every week he sits down in a local coffee shop. He has it sponsored by his lender, and he interviews different folks inside of his community. And what he has found is that when you do that day in and day out, week in and week out, that consistency, it makes a big, big difference. So just understand that social media is a marathon, not a sprint. And in fact, I want to recommend a really good book that I read a couple years ago. There's a book called Known, and we'll put the link down below. It's by Mark Schaefer. And what Mark talks about in the book is how long does it take to get known, right? And not surprising, it takes a little bit of time. It can take anywhere from sometimes 6, 8, 12, 18 months to get known. So how do you get known in social media? You put yourself out there on a consistent basis, you put out that original content, and you show up each and every day. Truth number 3, you've got to give to get. You've got to give to get. So in social media is not a one-way street, right? It's not all about you, as we talked about, but it's about giving to get. So as you think about your strategy for 2020 and beyond, I want you to think about where are there opportunities to be a giver. And I'll give you one quick example. On a weekly basis, as you scroll through your social media feeds, Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, I want you to look for an opportunity at least once a week where you can highlight someone else. Highlight someone else. Maybe it's your local Rotary Club. Maybe it's a local church or a local organization. Maybe it's your local school district. There's so many great things that are happening out in your local communities and in your local neighborhood. Why not take a moment at least once a week to share that? Just click that share button, share that on Facebook or Instagram or LinkedIn or any of your social media platforms. And remember that idea of giving to get, because guess what? It all comes back. All right, I would love to hear from you. What are your biggest struggles when it comes to social media? Let us know in the comments below. And as always, make sure you hit that subscribe button and the bell button, because even if you're not hanging out on YouTube a whole lot, we have videos that come out each and every week. And when you subscribe and hit the bell, you'll get a notification when we have new videos. All right, for more tips, tools, and strategies, make sure you go over to katielance.com. Thanks so much. We'll see you next time.